My name is Carlos, and I'm with the wiclark, and today we're going to teach you how to set up a conveyor chain on an 8520C. So, before you lift the hopper out, make sure that there's no asphalt inside in the back, because on the every used pavers, you always get asphalt building up back here, all the way in the back. So what you do is open the wings up, get in there with a chisel gun or a pry bar and release that asphalt, because if not, when you bring the bed up, it's going to hit the fuel tanks and some of these pavers. And then what it does is take the fuel tank and it lifts it up, and you don't want to go that way because it'll start breaking bolts or bending brackets. So when you lift this hopper up, make sure all your conveyor switches are turned off. Make sure there's no tools, no wheelbarrows, no rakes, none of that in the conveyor system here, because if this thing is on, it'll feed it to the back and you have a bad day. So make sure, as a safety precaution, make sure the switches are off and there's nothing in the conveyor area. And then on this specific paver, 8520C, inside the engine bay, there's a tool there, so you could bring the hopper wings out. So I'm going to show you where it is. Just pop the door open. And right here is your little tool for the wings. Take that off. Put it in here. And just push straight down. Push the wing towards me. Pretty simple. Safety prop up. It's located in the bottom of the paver. And that's it for the hopper. Now notice in this one, there's also a safety prop for the cylinder. This you can take off, put it in the middle of the cylinder. That's if you're going to go underneath this. I usually put blocks in the bottom also. Put a big block here and a big block over there. I'm going to grab my blocks. But I usually just wedge it right in, so this hopper cannot go down on me. And then there's a lock nut on it right here, right where the adjuster is. All you gotta do is crack it open, go that way, crack it open, both sides. And then you grab like a little adjustable wrench, and then there's a square bolt in there. Take the square bolt and just turn it towards you. So what it does, it creates a little tension from the roller. It brings the roller forward and it stretches your conveyor chains. What I usually like to do, I like to go all the way in the back. I don't know if you can see the chain from here, all the way in the back in the corner. You see the chain where the chain goes up. Usually in the back, all the way back there, that chain usually slacks. It goes down like that, it slacks. So when you see this thing slacking, all you gotta do is tighten this thing up, and the chain will get straight again. So that's my guide. I use that as a guide in the back. Here, a closer view of the tensioning the bolts, nuts in the bottom. So I'm gonna crawl in the paver and face it right up so you guys can see it. So this is a nut you crack. This is what holds your whole front roller. There's another one on the other side. So you crack these nuts open, and then once you do that, your adjustment is right here. So you crack this nut, you bring it towards the front of the roller. So you crack it open, you go that way, and then you take this bolt and you drive it forward. Basically, you screw it out, and what it does is head hits this frame, and this whole roller will start shifting forward. It's stretching your chain in the back. So that chain in the back is what you gotta look for sag. And right now, this is a new paver, so this is the way you want this to look at, straight up, stretch. At the same time, once you got your adjustment, make sure if you do one half turn here, do another half turn here, one turn, two turns, whatever you do on one side, do on the other side evenly. And then you can go on top. When I do it, I take my pry bar and I go right on top and I lift my bar up. So I do want some slack. I don't want it too tight, because then you get your premature chain wear, and you don't want that either. So I usually take my pry bar and I usually put it here. So you kind of want something like this. You want a little tension on it. So if it's If it goes a little higher than this bar here, it's okay. You just don't want it to go too crazy high because then your chains are loose. So this is fine right here. So once you're done with setting up your conveyor chains, take your blocks off, remove all your blocks, remove all your safeties, take your safety prop, put it back down. Now we'll go in the back, turn the paver on, and bring the hopper down. So, now that your conveyor is down, take the doors, you swing it out, and it'll fall right in. So you usually come from this side, put my foot here, and just swing it towards me. Let me use two hands. Other one. So as soon as you got that, make sure the holes line up, and you put your bolts back on. Bolt it back on. Thank you for watching. Carlos's Corner.